Today's voiceover talent is more than just a pretty voice. Today's voiceover talent has to be a boss, a VO boss. Set yourself up with business owner strategies and success with your host, Ganguzza, along with some of the strongest voices in our industry. Rock your business like a boss, a VO boss.
Hey guys, it's Ann and Gabby. So, we get asked an awful lot how people can work with the bosses and get more boss in their life. And so we decided we should team up even more to give you guys what you want. So we've created a brand new product that we want to tell you a little bit about.
Yeah, so excited. It is called Boss Brilliance. First of all, if you want to be brilliant, you need Boss Brilliance. This is a team consult with both myself and Gabby, where we will activate our Wonder Twin powers just for you.
I love that.
Because
I want to touch rings.
And what I love about it is that it is the two of us teamed up. Two bosses are better than one. And with our combined experience, we are ready to help you guys take it to the next level, whether you need help with sales, branding, marketing, infrastructure, whatever it is. Sign up for a Boss Brilliance consult with us today.
If you want a good boss kick in the pants, this is it, guys. This is your chance. Boss Brilliance. You can find it on our website at voboss.com.
And now, on to today's episode. Hey guys, it's Ann and Gabby, and we're here with a special podcast episode for you guys, coming to you live from VO Atlanta.
This was recorded during the show, and we're very excited to have an incredibly special guest with us, the awesome Tre Mosely. Let's take a listen to our talk with him at VO Atlanta 2018.
Welcome, everybody, to the VO Boss Podcast. I'm your host, Ann Ganguzza, along with my beautiful, yay, boss bestie, Gabby Nistico.
Hey.
Hey, Gabby.
Hi. So we never do this live. Is
I know,
this
it's
the
so
first
weird.
time we've ever recorded live?
Look at me looking at you.
I know.
Side by side.
I'm like freaked out. Stop looking at me. Don't look at me. I can't. We've
You're
never
so much prettier
actually.
in person.
Oh,
Not that you're not pretty.
well, you're pretty too. Oh. Tre, you might have to leave now.
Okay,
It's
well,
getting a little too personal.
thanks for coming. Tonight on Spice.
Wait.
So wait a second.
We've never done
Seriously,
this live.
This is the first time we've ever done the VO Boss podcast live.
And I'm
face
so
to face.
excited. I
Same
love
space.
it.
I love it.
I think we should. Well, you know what? We do a thing monthly, to be coming soon monthly.
Yes.
Called Boss Talks. And so we have actually advertised this as Boss Talks. We have one of my favorite people, and I know one of Gabby's favorite people too, Tre Mosley. Thank you so much.
Hello, ladies.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Hello.
Yay.
This is so much fun. We're the whole voiceover community. Like, we're all here at VO Atlanta. We're
Yep.
all like a bunch of giddy teenagers.
Like children.
Yeah,
We have not
because
been let out.
we never see each other. It's so freaking
True, very
exciting
true.
to be
It
in the
is.
same room.
And I've
It
seen
is.
people that I haven't seen in years who may have not been here since maybe the first or second conference.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
Hey, remember about 3 years ago we met? I'm like, we did?
Mm-hmm.
We did. And then it's a whole big reunion again. So this has been
And
fun.
it just reinforces the sense of community and how close we are with one another, and just it's wonderful to see everyone. And we, Gabby, I'm super happy that Gabby and I have been stopped like in the hallway
Yeah.
by fans.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
We have
yeah.
a little bit of a fan base.
We do.
I'm so
We
excited,
do.
and people are thanking us for the podcast,
The
and we
VO
couldn't
Boss
be
fan
more
club.
honored or happy to be providing this podcast. It's one of my favorite things to do, and again, I say it over and over again. I've always wanted to work with Gabby, and I get to do this on on a couple of days a week basis.
Are we going to
We're
cry
hanging.
now?
I know.
So-
Are we going to cry now?
No,
'Cause
not yet.
I know,
I'm gonna
there's so much
cry,
love. There
and
really
then
is
you're
love.
gonna
no
cry.
crying. There's
There's
no
love.
crying in voiceover.
That's right.
No crying.
Unless it's
voiceover.
Gail.
All right,
But-
true.
All
That's
right,
true.
okay.
But no, here's the thing. This is one of what I find interesting anyway. So for all these people that are stopping us and talking to us and going, oh my gosh, we listen to the podcast, oh, the VO bosses are here. I find that the funniest part, because the VO Boss podcast was never about us being the bosses.
Yeah.
It was about everybody
Everybody
else.
Yeah.
It's you sitting in that chair looking
It's
at us.
Tremaine
It's
sitting in
Right.
that chair,
everyone
being the
else
boss.
being
Yeah.
the boss. And,
Yeah.
and this was, I think, one of our big wants with the whole thing, was to be in the trenches with
Yes.
voice actors who are doing it every day, who are toughing it out, the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yes.
And kicking ass and doing this for
Absolutely.
a living.
And really having an audience so that we don't feel so isolated. Tre, I have followed you from, I want to say how many years back? At least 5 years, if not longer than that.
Yeah.
But I met you in LA.
Yeah.
That was the first time I met you in person, and you had just started, if I correct,
I got
right?
lost in LA.
You did.
And everybody kept texting me, "Are you okay? Where are you?" I'm like, Union Station, and I don't know where. Exactly I am. And funny story about that whole trip. I give so much props to homeless people, and I'll tell you why. So I get off in LAX. Uber drops me off at Union Station. I'm like, "Hey, LA, I'm here. Where the hell is here?" Don't know where the hotel is. No cab would take me down Sunset. So this homeless guy has to be in his 60s. He said, "Hey, you're trying to get to Sunset?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Well, there's a bus coming. It's the 4:15. It'll be here in about an hour, and it'll take you straight there. Tell the guy you just need to transfer to so-and-so and so." I'm like, "How does he?" But sure enough, there was the bus. I hopped on and said, "Hey, I'm trying to get to the Grafton Inn." He's like, "Oh, on Sunset." "Yeah, we'll take you." I'm like, so, homeless guy, if you're listening, thank you.
Nice.
Aw, that's
And
so nice.
One of the things that I took from that, people that I had only met on Facebook but not in person, they kept texting, "Hey, where are you now? Are you okay? I got a buddy who can come and check on you." And it was just real cool. And me as a rookie, kind of like sweating, and I got a backpack, my laptop in one arm, and I got my carry-on. I'm looking so the tourist, and people were like, "Yeah, we're gonna get him." I'm like, "Please don't kill me." But I got to the hotel unscathed, and then I met the lovely Anne.
Yes.
And I think
And
that
I
was
immediately
for,
was taken.
that was for That's
with you.
Voiceover, if I'm not mistaken. So you guys kind of welcomed me into the fold, and
Yep.
5 years later, here I am.
Speaking of the trenches, you really have worked and
Yeah.
worked. And I know, Gabby, you've had a lot of experience working with Tre as well.
Yep, she helped me on my promo demo.
Yep.
I met you first about here, the very first conference. You had a rose or a flower in your hair,
Okay,
and I
that's
sat in on
right.
your session.
There we go. But we never actually spoke. Right. And then Facebook, and I became a fan because I was following everybody's favorite kitty, Smokey. No offense to your kitties. But
You
Smokey,
have a
I
special
love Smokey.
kitty. I do.
And
Yeah.
the house will be destroyed, I know, by the time we get back.
That little sweetie.
I just hope, it's in one piece.
And you talk to, I love the videos.
He talks back.
Yeah,
so.
he does.
I'm like,
He
"Good morning.
does.
Are you hungry?"
It's okay. Smokey's got a cousin, Sabrina.
I let him see her. I said, "You see your cousin Sabrina?"
Sabrina. That's
So-
right. So.
I don't think they will ever meet unless, we just happen to take a trip out to Cali. And
Hey, you never know. Tre, I'd like to hear. Tell us a little bit about your journey after both we met you in the beginning of stages of your voiceover career. Tell us a little bit about your journey and how it's been, and what have been your challenges.
I guess my biggest challenge is for me what it's always been, and I've had to learn over the years to stop doing it, being that this is it's a tight-knit community, but it's also very competitive. And, I was just talking to someone earlier about it. You can be auditioning for something, and your best friend could be up for it too. That person gets it. You're happy, at least on the surface, but inside you're like, "Damn it." And you're not genuinely upset at the person for getting it. You just wish it was you. As a rookie, that used to eat me up a lot. I would go out for stuff and not get it, and then see the spot, and it would just eat at me. And that took years to get over. And I really didn't know how to come to grips with it. And then there would be dry spells where 3-4 months would go by and there's no work. I'm like, maybe corporate ain't so bad. I can go back and still do IT. And like, no, I don't think so. So I got into the mindset. I started coming to more conferences, meeting more people like you lovely ladies, and start getting some coaching under my belt. And it's nothing as rewarding as hearing veterans who've been in this 10, 20 plus years giving you the kind of acknowledgement that, you got something. I know you're kind of wavering about what you want to do right now, but if you give yourself a couple of more years and you keep plugging, things are going to happen. There have been times I wanted to just pawn everything and sell it. I'm like, yeah, I've had several friends talk me off the bridge. My wife has talked me off the bridge, and I stuck with it. And I learned the value of learning how to market myself. A lot of people think that once you get a couple of agents that, velvet ropes are going to fall and just bookings are going to fall out of the sky.
No.
It's not going to happen, people. You really have to brand yourself, market yourself. I came up with my own brand, and when I hand clients my business card, they see my name in the middle of a puzzle piece. And I go, I don't understand. What's that all about? So I'm the missing piece to your voiceover puzzle. And then it clicks. I say, think about it. Last piece she needs is that person, that voice to speak your product into existence. I'm that missing piece. And then it clicks. It's like, that's really clever. It's a great conversation piece, and it's gotten me a lot of business. LinkedIn, I usually spend about an hour or so between LinkedIn, just looking up different production companies. And people, if you're listening, cold calling works. You may hate it, but it works. Even cold emails. I'll send an email. This guy was like, hey, that's pretty cool. Like your voice. Got something for you. I'm doing a web series. Not going to pay much, maybe about $300 a video. That's what. How many videos are you guys doing? Well, this guy's on a 90-day weight loss program. I'm like, $300 a week for 90 days? Let's talk. So now I'm doing their in narration. So what ended up happening is he's like, hey, we got some other stuff down the road, and we definitely want to keep you. So now I got a recurring client.
Fantastic.
And I found them through cold calls and emails. So it works, people. Do it, do it, do it.
Now, Tre, I want to talk to you, speaking of. You are also a little bit out of the box. You did something marketing-wise that was out of the box not so long ago. Yeah. And I was very impressed with it. You can share that with the listeners.
Sure. So there's a beverage that I drink. I'm not a big lush, but I do enjoy some adult beverages from time to time. And I love the product so much that I went to their website and I noticed that they had a bunch of videos, but they didn't have any voiceover at all. The videos were cool, nice music, nice Latin beat to it. I'm like, okay. I'm waiting for the guy to say the name of the brand. I'm like, maybe it's on the next video. So in about five videos down, no guy or no gal, nobody. So I took one of the videos and made my own mock video. I added my own music to it and put my voice to it. Went to their Facebook page. I'm like, you guys have some great stuff. I said, but wouldn't it sound better if you had this guy? And maybe a month or so went by, and all of a sudden I got an inbox from them through Facebook. Hey, that was really great what you did with our stuff. Our production company is going to reach out to you. Nothing has come to fruition yet. We're still in the dating phase, but at least the lines are open.
One of my largest clients, I courted him for 8 months.
Wow.
It was not an easy sale. Bravo for that.
And the really cool thing about it, people who also enjoy the drink, they started liking the video. So I guess they saw that like, we might be on. This guy's getting some hits.
Exactly.
So not only did I do it on Facebook, I took the same spot and I put it on my Instagram, and then I tagged. I followed them, the company on Instagram as well, and even more hits. So it started getting enough traction to where now I'm on their radar versus me being, you know what I'm saying?
Something you said a little bit earlier about, those days when you basically almost said, oh, I'm just going to sell it all, pack it up, I'm done, I'm out.
Yes.
So that to me is the quintessential struggle fight of the actor. We all have the self-loathing, we all have that self-doubt, and we take things very personally. We take them to heart. A loss is catastrophic sometimes, and a win is just the greatest thing in the universe.
You better believe it. Yeah.
So how have you coped with that? Because I see you. I've seen what you've done. I know, a little bit into that, but I want a little insight for people out there and how you've done that.
It's not easy. You get into a space where you have a certain level of talent, and it's all about getting in front of people, the decision makers, the check writers, those who can really put you, either you're up where the cream is or you're just part of the crust. And sometimes it's going to get really crusty.
Crusty.
it's going to get really, really crusty.
Some days our careers are crusty.
Yeah,
it's true.
you know, you're either the pie or you're the crust, and nobody really likes the crust. At least I don't.
We need to cut those crusts off.
Yeah, you have to cut the crust off.
Cut the crusts.
I think my wife likes crust. She loves crust. I'm not a crusty guy. But
it makes you authentic.
Yeah.
If you think about it, really.
There you go.
Those crusts make you authentic. And I don't think it's I don't like Gabby was saying, I think we all go through it.
You do. And
it's an emotional intelligence, as a matter of fact.
What I've learned to do though is when the bookings are kind of slow, then I look for other avenues. That's when VO is an all-day business. I've been asleep and wake up like, that would be a good idea. Look that up on Google and see if there's a market for that. That's the time when you really attack. When you're having those lulls, when the checks aren't coming in.
Yep.
That's when you go and you get like Rambo and put on your full gear and you go attack. Especially if you've had those months where month after month after month, you know, the doorbell's been ringing with checks and you're like, oh, this is good. PayPal is blowing up. And then all of a sudden, hello, check? No check? Go hustle. Mm-hmm. Hit those production companies. So when the big ones aren't there, then go get the small ones and stack it up and save your money. Save it.
Very good advice.
Very good advice. Because there are the highs and the lows,
Yeah.
and it's just the nature of the business. And so I think that part of our purpose of being bosses is to prepare ourselves for that and to have that predictable income, which can help when the other non-predictable income happens, because that is our business, is non-predictable. So try to figure out and keep. I like how you mentioned that in the beginning people were like, give yourself a couple of years. We see it, we know the potential. And the thing is that it never almost happens overnight. And it is something that we are working continually and honing our craft.
And reinvent yourself. Mm-hmm. If you're a guy or gal that's, your bread and butter has been commercials, and the commercials are getting kind of slow, then look at e-learning. Look at some different forms of narration. It may not be glamorous, but it's good money in it.
Pays the bills.
Oh, yeah. Yep. There's so many avenues in voiceover that you can't just box yourself into one thing, because then you start to learn about yourself like, I didn't know I could do that. Now you got another notch, another tool in your toolbox. So when those commercials are getting kind of low, you go and contact those e-learning developers, those who are doing medical or corporate narration. Let them know what you can do. Another avenue is work from other voice actors. I've got a lot of referrals. A buddy of mine who does.
That's because everybody loves you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
That's
true.
The truth.
Stop it.
You have one of the best, friend bases, I think, in this industry. Everybody who meets you just goes, oh,
you're so genuine.
Trey,
I think that's.
I love that guy.
Yeah. You're very authentic and genuine and generous.
Well, I try to be the best me every day with all the bad stuff that's going on. And someone approached me today. He's like, VO stuff aside, some of the things that you post are just very positive and inspiring. There's something about your vibe that I've had some of my worst days, and then I'll see something you post and like, you know what, he's right. It's not that bad. Because we could be thinking about far worse things going on. Absolutely. And when I post stuff, I don't want you having the kind of day like, well, it's Tuesday. Yeah, it is Tuesday, but guess what? You're here. And you get a chance to screw up like everybody else. And then guess what? You can do it tomorrow and the next day, but you're here.
Exactly.
So if I can provide that little, spot in your day to say, that was really cool what he said, then I'm all for it.
I'll tell you on a personal note, I don't normally do this. I don't bug my husband with, make friends with this voice actor, or make friends with, because he's like, all of you guys, just no. This is, that's what she does for a living. I don't want to. Yeah. And he kind of, but you in particular, years ago, I said, you need to take a look at this, because you consistently, almost daily, are putting out those little affirmations and those little moments that just, make everybody smile and happy and just give a moment of pause that we all so desperately need. And I was like, no, go friend Trey. And he did. And I was like, nice, because it was so beyond voiceover at that.
Yeah,
what
I
felt
hung
for
out
you.
with him last year. He was cool. I was like, hey, how you going, man? He's like,
Well, to be honest, you know what? If you think about it, it's okay. Even though it wasn't meant to be, it's a brilliant marketing move because think about it. I mean, it's not just. It is. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. And so when people enjoy working with you, that's half the battle. I mean. Gosh knows I'd want to hire you above some other people that I've worked with that have not been as pleasant.
well, give me a call.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So absolutely.
I'm in the book.
So
How do people get in touch with you?
Well, if you want to get in touch with me, you can go to my website, which is trespeaksforyou.com. That's TRESPEAKS. FORYOU. It's long, but it's necessary. .com.
Thank you so much, Tre, for joining us.
Thanks, ladies.
It's been a
enjoyed
pleasure.
it. This has been fun.
Yes, it's been fun. Enjoy the rest of your conference.
Yes, right now
And
I'm
keep
going
spreading that wonderful you.
The vibe.
I'm going to enjoy a
Yes.
nap right now,
Yes.
though.
Nice. I could use a nap too.
Take one for me. Yeah.
Thank you.
A short one.
Yeah. We'll
This has been fun, ladies. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Join us next week for another edition of VO Boss with your hosts, Ann Ganguzza and Gabby Nisterko. All rights reserved. Ann Ganguzza voice talent in association with 3 Moon Media. Redistribution with permission. Coast-to-coast connectivity via IPDTL.